Newbie J here. Today we'll be taking a look at shadows, CSS Shadows. Okay. We will be taking a look at text shadows and box shadows. Okay, so on our HTML page, we're just gonna have a simple H1 header of Newbie J's, and as you can see right now, we have a box shadow applied to it and also a text shadow applied to it. And I will show you how to do it. So first things first, let's work on the text shadow. Okay, as you can see, it's the yellow between here. For an H1 tag, we're using a text line to put it in the center, and font size 82 pixels so it can be easily seen. And but not least, we're using text shadow. Okay, text shadow is gonna use 3 digits. Okay, first digit's gonna be position. Second digit's gonna be the y-axis, which will be up or down, and the third digit's gonna be the blur. Okay, so first one is left, right. Second one is up, down, and third one is the blur, and then last the color. Okay, so let's take the blur down, and we'll put down to 10. Okay, actually we'll see if we can do 5. Let's change it to blue so we can see it better. Okay, as you can see, it's blurred. Okay, and then it's barely blurred. The higher the number, the more blurred out it gets. Okay, now the middle digit, which is the y-axis, controls the up and down. Okay, plus will be up. Oh, I'm sorry. Plus will be down, and minus will be up. I'll label those backwards. So minus up, plus is down. So if we change this to say 30 pixels, now we have a replica of the same thing saying Newbie J's. Right above it, 30 pixels up would be negative 30. Now if we change it to a positive 30, it will put Newbie J's on the bottom. Okay, now if we wanted to move a plus 30, well, 30 pixels would move it to the right. Okay, now if we use the minus 30 pixels, it moves it to the left. Okay, let's put this back. Okay, we'll do 0, 0, and yeah, we'll put this at 10. Give it a blur. Yep. So now we just blurred it out. We kept the left and right at 0, and the up and down, which is the y-axis, at 0 also. Next, we'll be doing with a box shadow. Okay, we have our box. We have it aligned, and the height's 200 pixels, and we got it centered in the middle of the page, always using margin 0 auto. Okay, and then we moved it down. Margin top 3 rems, which is the space between the box and the top. And then we got our font size, which is 82 pixels, so we can see. And then lastly, we have our box shadow, which also takes 3 parameters and a color. Okay, first digit would be the x-axis, second digit's the y-axis, and third would be the blur. Okay, and then color, obviously. So what we have now is a 0010. So all we have is a 10 pixel blur. This would be a 100 pixel blur. See how it's blurred out even more? It's blurred out 100 pixels from the container line on out. Okay, so let's take it down to say 10. And then what we're going to do is, okay, we can move it up some by using a 30. I'm sorry, down. A positive number is down, same as above, 30 pixels. If we wanted to move it down, up, we would use a negative 30 pixels. See the difference how it flipped? And this is the shadow, the box shadow that's coming in. That's at negative 30. So if we use the negative 50, that piece would get even bigger. Okay, so we'll put that back to negative 10. Now, if we wanted to move it left or right, we would use the first digit, and a positive 30 would move it to the right. A negative 30 would move it to the left. Okay? And that's how you use text shadow and box shadow. Hope you enjoyed it and hope you learned something. It can come in very handy when needed, as you can see here. It makes it look like it's a real piece of paper laying down. Thank you. Code link will be in the description. Have a good day.